you want to eat? I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. Cause if I stop walking, y'all, they cut me up until I'm just a nose. I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. Yeah, I said I'm walking, y'all.
Great
Trying to
Rod
stay
isn't.
ahead of the sugar cane.
Great Rod isn't, y'all.
If I stop walking, y'all, they can't.
Get your mats. Line up if you're walking wall to wall. Great Rod isn't. Isn't it a beautiful day in the neighborhood? It's cold, y'all, but that's what it is this time of year. Hey, I took in so much sun when I was in Nevada. I'm still warm. I wish I could do that every February. Anyway, line up if you walk wall to wall, jump on your bikes, spread out your mat, or start your treadmill like I should do.
Power on. Bluetooth mute.
Yes. Thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share, tell uncle, tell auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. The party never ends on the treadmill. Yes. Thanks for coming on the walk. Well, wait till I tell you all. And the ancestors too. I'll get there right now. I sent out, one camera shows the feet. One just shows the legs. And I say, oh, she's probably sitting back somewhere, making us walk. And she's not moving. All you can see is the bottom part of her legs. So I don't want that. We ain't no faker here. We walking for our life. So if we fake it, the only one we bullshitting is ourselves. I don't bullshit me. I don't bullshit other people. I used to hate that saying. What was it? You can't bullshit a bullshitter. I did not like that saying because I was like, yes you can. You can't bullshit someone who's not into it. Y'all remember I told y'all during my bar days, I was working at Brown Sugar, Bed-Stuy. And this guy kept coming in. And them folks was all African American, professional men, correctional officers, police, detectives. I think the guy that owned it, whose name I can't remember right now, he was a detective. And this one guy, he came in one night, I served him, he watched me, stared me down behind the bar. So, he gives me a nice tip, and he leaves. He comes back, he does the same thing, and then he comes back in and he says, why don't you come work for me? So I just smiled politely, pour out his beer. I don't even know what to put it on this tab. Or if he has money there, just take it from the change. And then he says, I want you to work for me. So finally I said, doing what? It was a little slow. He says, packaging crap. So instantly, before I could stop myself, I said, oh no, not the way they shooting up your spots. No way. I got a life somewhere. Whew. So he said, you don't gotta worry about that. If they kill you, we'll kill them. Before I could catch myself again, I said to him, and how will I know that? I'm dead. I just started laughing. I didn't mean to laugh in his face, but to me, his whole conversation was ridiculous. And I never saw him again. So that's why I'm saying he was a bullshitter, but I don't bullshit. That's why you can bullshit a bullshitter, but you can't bullshit someone who's not. Ain't that something? If they kill you, don't worry. He'll kill them. Now, my mother died, oh my gosh, over 40 years ago. I ain't been able to send nothing to her. So how are you going to send something to me? But you see, I had a value of my life. I was just a bartender. I wasn't a loser. I got kind of mad. What do you think? But then, in my course of bartending, I knew exactly why he went for some barmaids. But that's not what I was doing. So, I'm leading the bullshitter. So, oh my goodness, y'all gonna have to wait. I got a nice breeze going, but it seems to be going past me. So, let's get this right. Okay. Y'all, it's finna get serious up into before this 2024 election. Because if them Hatfields and McCoys is playing the game with African Americans to get our votes, playing some sick freaking game, then let's put it like this. In my mind's eye, I see our ancestors roaring through this country as balls of fire, burning it from sea to shining sea. But then they tell me they ain't got to do that. So, they told me what I got to do this morning is to tell you about H.R. 40, Commission to Study and Develop Reparation Proposals for African Americans Act. So, when I finish working with y'all, I'm going to go print out the act, if I can find it. If not, what did I do last night? I sent emails for a meeting with my Congressman, Jim Hines, to my two senators, Murphy, Don Murphy, I think, and Richard Blumenthal. And I said, I need to talk to you because I want to, what is this study? So when I print it out, I'll be able to, because I put the meeting at the end of the month, and I'll be able to ask them more questions. Because you see, if the people who participate or take part in making HR 40 a success, then my family's reparations come to me. They didn't work in vain. I'm getting that. And honey, I know a lot of y'all take y'all reparations and give it to the church, but that is as far away as I'm going. I done told y'all on my 65th birthday, I want me some Ghanaian goats and some South African cows. And I know I'm going to do my reparations. My daughter's a realtor. She always wanted to buy investment properties. Ha! I'm going to set my baby up. Huh. That's what the people do. Y'all running around here worshiping this blonde-haired, blue-eyed person that has been stopping you from getting everything. Your ancestors always loved you. But the minute they die, oh, they gonna have a going home. And I told y'all, don't be doing no going home party for me. I'm here. My energy will stay here. My matter is beautiful, wonderful, healthy, excellent matter. We'll go back to the ground. So don't send me nowhere. Send yourselves. I'm staying here with my family because I have no ill will. Who I got ill will for, I know. And I hope as an energy I hold on to it because I want to stomp them out. Anyway, it's called the HR 40, Commission to Study and Develop Reparation Proposals for an African American Act. As an African American, I'm taking an act. Now I know y'all sit down and you wait. So when I printed out this morning, the energy of the ancestors, I was like, okay, how we gonna do this? Oh, I'm gonna read it. Oh, I'm gonna read it on my YouTube. Oh, absolutely. And I don't know if I'm gonna read it in shorts. I'm not gonna like sit there and read the whole thing. Or do I do a page reading it and then listen to it on the walk? The girl got options, honey. The ancestors say, yes, you got more options than we had. I feel you. Honey, we built this country up from dirt. Give us some money. Give us your money. Not some money. Sorry, I take that back. And we'll make it greater than what it is. That's the fear of the Hatfields and McCoys. They always think that you win by eating shit, but you don't. And even though they think they're getting, because they got money, they think they're buying something greater, they still eating shit. Yes! HR 40, Commission to Study and Develop Reparation Proposal for African Americans. So, let me tell you, as the ancestors' energies was telling me, oh, you got to print this out, I was trying to tell them that this could be an election ploy because the big 2024 election is coming up, and a group who tried to overthrow the government still running shit, just like they never got rid of the Confederate. They won't. That's why we suffer so, because the Confederacy is all up through there. Their main goal is to come after us. They're all up in there. Whew. So this could be another one of their games, you know. So I want to look into this. So I want to use an example. There was this guy. I was living in Mount Vernon, New York. His name is Cardwell, and he was an artist, a creator, a developer. He was in jail because remember back in those days, they was throwing us in jail because they needed free labor. And Mount Vernon, shoot, they got them folks ready from jail from kindergarten. They got them folks ready for jail. Sometimes they was picking them up at 9, 10, and 11, honey. They had those kids. So that was like the correctional facilities. What do you call that? Harvesting ground. Like say if a jail in Texas needed prisoners. Well, they could basically go into Mount Vernon, New York, or in the Westchester prison system and pick out some because they always kept them there, always handy. So they could always do a swap, send them back and forth. So this guy Cardwell found himself in jail, and he sat down and wrote the concept to a hip-hop museum. No one else spoke about this at all. No one had it. He did it because by then we had Eazy-E or Heavy D and a few more rappers and stuff that came out of Mount Vernon. No one else had done it. So Cardwell took his hip-hop museum idea. Oh, we gotta take a break. I'll finish the story. Oh, how I remember. Yes. Like, comment, share. Tell an uncle, tell an aunt, tell a cousin, tell a friend. We take our break now. Get some water. Run to the bathroom. I am so dry, y'all. Whew. The music says it's on. Okay, y'all, wait a minute. And it ain't the music director's fault.
Power on. Bluetooth ready to pair. Bluetooth connected.
I'm walking, y'all.
Here we go.
Trying to save
Not
toes.
the music director.
I said I'm walking, y'all. Trying to save my feet and toes. Cause if I stop walking, y'all, they cut me up until I'm just a nose. I'm walking, y'all. Trying to save my feet and toes. Yeah, I said I'm walking, y'all. Trying to stay ahead of the sugar cane. If I stop walking, y'all, the cane gonna trip me up. Yeah, come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. Yeah, I said come walk with me. Save your feet and toes. Cause if I stop walking, y'all, they'll cut me up until I'm just a nose. Yeah, come walk with me and save your toes and feet. Yeah, I said come walk with me. Save your toes and feet. Cause when you walk with me, you can eat the food you want to eat. I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes. I said I'm walking, y'all, trying to save my feet and toes.
Eyes and ears and nose. Hey, yes. You know what I want to show y'all? This is what I do when I go get a manicure. I get everything cut down. You know, from working out at the gym, I told you, I know I see the videos of women doing it, but I couldn't have long nails and grab weights. So that's probably another reason. Well, I only got two people coming on the walk with me. I don't, I'm, I don't have nothing flashy. I'm healthy. I guess you can't see it. Oh, so let me go back and tell you about the farm walk. So, at the time, the mayor, Ernest Davis, he had proposed, that's how he got elected, because he proposed to put a hotel over the train station at Mount Vernon East. Or was it west? The Connecticut line, as they call it. So, Cromwell went to him with this idea. Hip Hop Museum. And at the time, the mayor was up for re-election. Next thing you know, he's going to build. The hotel didn't go through, got him elected, but didn't go through. So now he's going to build the Hip Hop Museum. To my knowledge and what I saw and what I read, it became his idea. It became the mayor's of Mount Vernon Hip Hop Museum. It was his idea. I remember I was looking at an article out of a California news magazine, and it had a picture of Mayor Ernest Davis and his plans and hopes and dreams of being the first to have a hip hop museum and yada yada yada, and he got elected. So then Bill Howard came along. He wanted to do, there was a lot of empty factories and such. So he wanted to do an artist compound type of thing. You get a loft. All artists live together, you get a loft. And you have to volunteer your time during the week. So, playwriting. I would teach playwriting. His wife was an actress. She would do acting lessons. He was an artist. He would teach this skill. Other people in the group were like designer, earring makers, different things like that. Musicians, singers. And they would take their talents and give freely to live in this loft, this artist loft. And the rent would be cheap because we would be donating our services to the community. Bill Howard's proposal was brilliant. Then to showcase it all, like at the end of the year, summertime, it would be an Arts on 3rd Street festival. And the people who made the jewelry could sell the jewelry. I guess y'all hear the hot water and the heat on behind me. That's why I have the air and the window open. They could make the jewelry. They could sell it at the Arts on 3rd. Like my playwritings, we would do skits. Working with his wife, who's the actress. So that's how we do that. The dancers would do their dances. Poetry would be their poetry. Brilliant proposal. So when Bill first brought it to the mayor, he was like, oh yeah, it's cool. He liked the arts on Third. Not so much the housing thing. So Bill went and found who he thought would be someone to help out with the artist loft, because it was called West Hab. I don't know if they're still going. But Bill found West Hab in White Plains and talked to this guy named Peter, can't remember his last name, and he got Peter to come and speak to us in the meeting. So we all assembled, and in the talking, Bill and Peter came to the conclusion that they have to sit down with Mayor Davis. So Bill took the proposal, Peter, they all went and sat down with the mayor. So the mayor found out that Peter was with West Hab, and West Hab was a nonprofit organization that was basically running apartment buildings. They call it sheltering the homeless. Like, so it was an apartment building that they took control of. They would put homeless people in it, but they would make sure to do the upkeep, social worker, yada, 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 yada. A really good organization. So Bill came back and told us that the mayor was mad with him because he had brought a white person to sit down and talk to us, talk to him about the artist loft. So Bill was like, white smite. They're the organizations, they see what we're saying, they take care of the homeless, we'll be voting sometime, all they have to do is help us fix up these empty lofts and these buildings around here. And Bill didn't hear anything else from the mayor. And then we find out that West Hab is taking over buildings that the city owns, relieving the city of the responsibility. So that's why Bill never heard from the mayor again, because the mayor had worked out a deal with Peter, who Bill, as Bill put it, I brought Peter to the table, and then they kicked me from the table. So that's how they do when they're running for election. They want the ideas, it sounds good. But I'm gonna tell you something. I got my teeth all in this commission to study. Who are you studying? What are you studying? What is this formula? Are you looking for a formula? What is it? Now, if they say first come, first served basis, I already let my congressman and my 2 senators know. I'm in line. Give me. My ancestors would have gave it to me. My mother brought me up here from Virginia, brought us up here, had us up here for a better life, and we didn't let her down. We all graduated from high school, took care of ourselves, got jobs. The 2 oldest ones, they went on to college. I did some college, but I was a writer. I did more writers' workshop and Frederick Douglass created Art Center. SUNY playwriting. I went that way. I wanted to develop that talent. But so if she had a chance, instead of being the daughter of a sharecropper who was dirt poor, as my mother's first cousin used to say, Vicky, we was poor, but your mother, they was poor, like dirt people poor. I used to get mad, because, on honestly, she used to act like she better than it. But she was right. Apparently, her father and stuff was a better sharecropper. So, I'm not playing with them. I'm 65. My time is running out. They better get some articles from the Greenwich Times, because I will march on you. I am serious about this. HR 40, what can we do? Commission who? What group of African Americans you need? I have a YouTube channel. Well, since I ain't showing no tits or ass or anything like that. It's not really a big channel, but you never know who's listening. HR 40, Commission to Study and Develop Reparation Proposal for African Americans Act. Y'all find out what that is. I'm going to print mine out. Like I say, I'm going to bring it to the YouTube and to the Facebook. I just don't know in what form. Am I going to read a page a day? How long will it take me to read a page? You know, am I going to have open talks about it? Am I going to read a page, record myself, and listen to it as I gotta get Tyrone to tighten this belt. You know? So I haven't figured that out yet. But reading it and listening to it on the walk sounds good. I mean, but, you know, that way I'll read it, study it while I'm reading it, and when I'm walking, I'll hear myself reading it, and then it's like I'm double studied. Now, I like to say I'm doing it for the page, but I'm just an old lady walking, getting healthy, losing weight, straightening out her spine, going after her reparation. So I don't have a lot of views. On Facebook also, I don't think I get a lot of views. So, and I'm so glad I keep the ancestors in front of me. And that's what I'll be reading it to. So this is the other thing. I sit down and read it to the ancestors, right? And then but then I'll be reading it to them twice. See what I'm saying? Then we come down and listen to it while I just walk. Anyway, come on. Let's get this going. 10. Now up, no down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Yeah. I know more views go to like old people who the preachers, they always get a good crowd. Even the people that come on and read the Bible, they always get a good crowd. See, I don't do that. They get a good crowd. You know, for cussing, if I was an old lady, yeah, I do cuss, but only when my energy is pushed thus or my passion is to that point. Let's do 10. Neither up nor down. Squeeze your gut. Tuck in the elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good luck. You know? So, I'm going to print it out tonight, see how big it is. But I'm not going to be done like Mayor Davis. Y'all just trying to bring this reparation up for election purposes. It's going to burn you. Stop playing. Stop playing. The ancestors, whew, They already told me. They said, Vicky, just go ahead and do what you said you're going to do. Study this thing. Find out what they're looking for. Tell the people if you want reparation, like now, you need to contact your Congress people and your senator. You ready for this case study. Now that's if you're an African American. If you ain't, don't. If you ain't, don't. It's called H.R. 40, Commission to Study and Develop Reparation Proposal for African Americans Act. Okay? I am going to help with the study. What are you studying? I already got time dates. From what time to what time? I got them for you. So as I said, I sent my email to Congressman Hines, Senator John Murphy, and Richard Blumenthal. Let's talk. I'll let y'all know for the walk. Now, once I get the HR thing, I'll be doing that kind of like separate maybe. Anyway, thanks for coming on the walk. Like, comment, share, tell an uncle, tell an auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend, and subscribe, and then subscribe, and then subscribe again. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.